Hi everyone, welcome to your Palms YouTube channel. Unfortunate signs. In this video, some of the main unfortunate signs are presented and discussed. The presence of an unfortunate sign is considered a bad indication. To confirm negative impacts, other conditions of the palm would need to be evaluated in combination with the identified unfortunate sign. In many cases, being in the know would help the person mitigate and eliminate the negative effects of an unfortunate sign. Many associate a short lifeline with a short lifespan. Most of the time, this would not be the case, as explained in this video. Sign number 1. Hook on the lifeline. A hook is formed when a line breaks, then turns backward. A hook formed by the lifeline is a very unfortunate sign that could denote fatality. This sign reveals that the person became desperate and is no longer willing to move ahead in life. Such a sign indicates a serious threat to health or life. Sign number 2. Lifeline with many breaks. The presence of continuous breaks along the lifeline indicates repeated severe health problems. This sign implies that the person would be chronically suffering from one or more health problems. The continuous line, after a break, indicates a period during which the person regains strength, while the break or gap indicates a period during which the person suffers. A person, having this sign, must avoid fatigue that would further degrade a delicate constitution. Sign number 3. Lifeline is short. A short lifeline would be considered an unfortunate sign, when it ends with a cross or a star. The confirmation that a short lifeline is indicative of fatality is the presence of a bad sign at the age indicated by the lifeline. Such a bad sign could be present on the headline, heart line or fate line. In the absence of a bad sign, a short lifeline does not indicate a short lifespan. Sign number 4. Headline starts below the lifeline. In this case, the headline starts from Mount Lower Mars, and cuts the lifeline along its path. This sign implies that the person is very changeable, easily irritated and aggressive. Possessing an unstable mind, the person would not be able to remain involved in any task for a prolonged period of time. Such a person would make an intense decision when starting a new task, but would not follow through, having changed opinions along the way. The person is always changing the set targets. During the life course, many tasks would have been started with great enthusiasm, but none would have been accomplished. In addition to not being able to clearly define a purpose, such a person is always finding faults with others, and looking for the next fight. Such a sign is unfortunate, and could be correlated with a criminal mind. Sign number 5. Headline curves up to the heart line. In this case, at a certain age, the headline would start curving upward to merge with the heart line. This sign reveals that the person would start suffering from mental health problems at the age when the headline starts to curve upward. At the time when the headline merges with the heart line, the person would be completely guided by emotions. At such a time, the thinking faculties would be considerably reduced. Sign number 6. Headline curves up to Mount Saturn. This unfortunate sign is considered very negative. In this case, the person would suffer from mental illness, specifically being slow, due to reduced mental abilities. This sign also reveals the possibility for an early termination of life, after the person suffers from paralysis. However, such a negative outcome would need to be confirmed after analyzing all other signs. Sign number 7. Heart line curves up to Mount Saturn. In this case, the heart line would start from Mount Jupiter, then curves upward to terminate in Mount Saturn. This sign reveals that the person, who initially was warm, affectionate, loving and compassionate, changed in the early 20s, and became heartless, selfish and cold. A life-changing event, during which the person experienced extreme emotional difficulties, would be the most likely cause for this change. This sign also reveals the possibility for an early termination of life. However, other signs must also be observable to confirm whether this short heart line is an indication of an early end of life. Sign number 8. Hook on the fate line. A hook formed by the fate line is an unfortunate sign that would denote the end of a career. Such a sign indicates a serious threat to financial and internal stability. In the event the fate line continues after the hook, the person would be expected to get back and move forward in a different career direction. Sign number 9. Mercury line becomes red. The mercury line is not imprinted on every palm. The mercury line reveals, among others, the health conditions. When the mercury line is observable on the palm, the health conditions would be interpreted in relation to the conditions of the line. A defective mercury line would reveal a bad health condition. In this case, a portion of the mercury line, related to a certain age period, would appear red. Such a sign reveals a serious health problem that would most likely be a cancer. In the event the redness appears on a portion of the mercury line, and afterwards the line is of normal color, this would imply that the person would be expected to recover. Other signs on the palm, such as the condition of the lifeline, would need to be analyzed in order to correctly assess this severe health condition. Sign number 10, X on Mount Saturn. Mount Saturn reveals, among others, internal security, and outlook towards life, such as pessimism or optimism. The presence of an X on Mount Saturn is considered an unfortunate sign. The person, having this sign, would continuously suffer from depression, resulting from a very negative pessimistic outlook towards life. Suicidal tendencies could be associated with this sign. In the event the palm contains major negative signs, the presence of an X on Mount Saturn reveals criminal tendencies, including potential to commit murders. On a good palm, the presence of an X on Mount Saturn reveals strong tendencies towards solitude, sadness, and depression. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to this channel to be notified promptly of new posts. Your opinion matters. Please feel free to add your comments. Goodbye for now.